Alright everyone, welcome to What's Happening on Bedworth Times. Our tagline says it all, everybody wants to know what's happening. This is What Did We Watch, where we sit down, unpack trending TV shows, movie reviews, viral scenes, and keep it real for those curious minds out there. The tone is on fire right now, and Bridgerton Season 4 is the reason. People are glued to their screens, arguing in group chats, posting theories, and fighting in comment sections. Or should we say, dearest Bedworth Times community, if you are not watching Season 4, you are missing Benedict and Sophie's Cinderella love story that has Benophie fans arguing online like crazy. Season 4 follows Benedict Bridgerton, played by Thompson. He's the artistic, free-spirited brother who never really cared much for society rules. He crashes his family's masquerade ball, drunk, late, and instantly hooked on the mysterious lady in silver. That woman is Sophie Baek, played by Yerin Ha, who is really a lady's maid sneaking in for one night of freedom. They share a hot kiss, she runs off at midnight like a real Cinderella story, and is left obsessed trying to find her. He even draws her face from memory, but no luck. He searches everywhere for this lady in silver. Weeks go by and he still can't find her. And here's the burning question that's splitting the fandom in half. After all that searching, months later, Sophie ends up working as a maid in Bridgerton house. Benedict feels something familiar, the connection, but he doesn't connect the dots. People are asking, why didn't he notice Sophie is the lady in silver? That's the big question breaking the internet right now, especially the lips. He was so focused on details like that before.
Oh my god, why can't Benedict recognize
And we
Sophie
like how
under
this
that tiny
TikTok
mask?
creator
That
explained
was
it.
the whole point. Let me explain. Everyone's joking about how ridiculous it is that Benedict can't recognize Sophie just because of a mask. I mean, it's classic Cinderella story, right? But there's a much deeper and more interesting reason why. The upstairs-downstairs divide. This man is literally blinded by the class system. Benedict can't recognize Sophie as the lady in silver because he literally cannot fathom that a woman with so much grace and intellect could belong to the servant class. To the ton, the servant class is virtually invisible. Benedict's inability to see Sophie proves that he too is often unaware of his privilege and the idea that his comfort relies almost entirely on a workforce that is largely unseen. And that conflict serves as the entire driving force for the season. Whether it's Lady Danbury and Queen Charlotte's friendship, the literal maid wars happening in the background, or Sophie and Benedict's relationship. This season, the show is finally stripping away the floral fantasy and exploring some of the real social tensions that existed in the Regency era. And that is exactly what makes the stakes feel so much higher in Benedict and Sophie's love story.
Breaking it down simple, Benedict couldn't see Sophie as the lady in silver because of class walls. In simple terms, he was blinded by privilege, unable to see past class lines even when the woman of his dreams was right in front of him. That's also why he asked her to be his mistress instead of his wife. Viewers online are debating Benedict's character arc. Some think he's selfish and clueless. Others say his hesitations makes him human, or just too Bridgerton privileged to believe a maid could be his equal. But here's a burning question. Why didn't Sophie just tell him? Why drag us through all that suspense? What was so hard about saying, hey, I'm the girl you kissed at the masquerade? Now the man wants you as a mistress instead of a wife. Damn. Meanwhile, let's talk about Violet Bridgerton because the internet is not letting that go quietly. She found herself some romance this season, and the scene where Violet looked at Lord Marcus Anderson and said, I'm the tea that you'll be drinking. Dang, the internet exploded.
Violet, I am the
Curious
tea you're
minds,
having.
did
Bridgerton,
nobody tell her
what?
once you go back
I was
black,
jumping up and
you
down on the
can't
couch.
go back.
Yes, mother. I have been dying for Miss Violet to get her violets watered for 3 years. For almost 3 years. Since Queen Charlotte, since this woman talked about her garden. I have been dying for those violets to get watered for 3 years. I'm so happy for her. Even when I saw you in that outfit, girl, you had nothing to be worried about. You had nothing to be worried about to begin with. Everyone was excited for the biscuit. But in all seriousness, I'm really loving the season so far, and I'm really loving what they're doing with Violet. I'm just so happy that everyone in this show can have something special. The actress Ruth is also killing it. I mean, she always kills it, but in this season in particular, I've been loving these little moments she's been having. I love how she's still be pulling her kids by the ears. I also love how she is investing in herself, like actively, in herself, in her own happiness. I absolutely love the follow through. It's been so fun, like watching her get giddy and watching her just kind of like rediscover herself and rediscover what she wants. This is great. I'm having a great time.
Lord Marcus and Violet Bridgerton gave us pure gold memes in this season. Bridgerton Part 1 ended on a cliffhanger with Benedict's big ask, leaving Sophie hurt and running off. Now everyone is waiting for Part 2 on February 26. Yerin Ha and Thompson have been promoting hard. They showed up in matching red looks at the Royal Palace press call and in Madrid, looking sharp and very couple-coded. Fans were yelling, "Benophie is real." The whole media tour turned into a mix of excitement and arguments. Bridgerton, #Bridgerton Season 4, and #Benophie are everywhere. Millions of posts since Part 1 dropped. Bridgerton loves to twist old rules, and Season 4 shows how class keeps people apart. This isn't just fluffy romance. It's a check on love's blind spots. Sophie's Secrets highlights how hard it is for someone in a lower position to be seen as an equal. Maids get ignored, so Benedict doesn't even think to connect her to the fancy lady from the ball. It makes us question, does love really see beyond mask and money, or do old habits block it? Violet's story adds to that. A widow finally choosing her own happiness, not just being a mom. Her bold moments sparked conversations about women owning desire later in life. And the diverse castings. Fans are cheering. Some memes are playful about the interracial romance, but overall people are watching closely. Fans want perfect love stories, but Bridgerton makes us wait and argue first. The debate is still hot. One side says it's smart writing, Benedict is blind because of class, the delay builds real tension. Yerin even explained that he couldn't imagine a maid at that ball. The other side says it was stretched too far. They believe the voice, the face, the energy, something should have clicked sooner. Some even say it feels like slow writing. Even violence line split people. Some call it iconic, others say it was too much. The split is real. Fans are arguing on X, TikTok, everywhere. Alright, curious minds, what do you think? Who's really right in all this drama? Did Sophie mess up the timing, or Benedict too quick to jump into Mistress mode? And can we just give Violet her flowers, please? Drop your hottest, most unfiltered takes in the comments. We are reading every single one of them. This is Bedworth Times, your go-to digital platform for captivating movie reviews, unfiltered commentary, and news updates that go